Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon News. I'm your host, CHRISPYTCG, and today, guys and girls, there's not going to be a list. We only got one thing to talk about. We don't need the papers today. We're going to talk about Black Bolt and White Flare and something unprecedented that is coming to the Pokemon TCG community, and that is what they are doing with this set. First of all, let's go ahead and look at the set artwork here. You got your Black Bolt and White Flare pack arts, and they look amazing. The set's going to release June 6th in Japan. This is going to be our English mini or specialty set that is going to hit before Worlds at the end of July. So we're going to be getting this set in July, and it will be legal for the Worlds tournament in Anaheim this year. Now, this is featuring all the Generation 5 Pokemon, which there are some really awesome Pokemon I am excited to see back. Definitely happy to see Zekrom, Reshiram, and all the Tornadus, Thundurus, Landorus line. That one's going to be really cool too. Genesect making its return, as well as some other Pokemon. But let's talk about some things that are new and coming to this set that I think a lot of people didn't realize at first when they saw this article. So we're going to scroll down a little bit further. We're going to go past a lot of the initial stuff here. And as you can see, all 156 Pokemon will get an illustration rare or special illustration rare in the set. Guys and girls, I haven't seen anything on press.pokemon.com yet, but if this is true, this is absolutely unprecedented and will be insane. This is going to even take more spaces to get all the special cards, even than Paldean Fates. Paldean Fates had just over 150 with all of the baby shinies, all of the full art shinies, the regular illustration rares, the full arts, and the SARs, okay? So imagine that much and adding just a little bit more. And that is just these. If they also add full art cards, that would add to this number, but I don't really think we're going to get by much of full arts. Maybe just full art trainers if they decide to put them in the set. We might not get any full art trainers. Who knows? Maybe they'll just do regular trainer cards. But the artwork on these cards is absolutely amazing. Now, the only EX starter that we got an SIR for, an SAR for, is the Superior here. Emperor and Samurott just got regular illustration rares, which is okay. They still both look amazing, but I'm curious to see if they're going to give us an EX version of this as an SIR or SAR. Same thing with Samurott. It is interesting that they've been making that choice lately. They've only been doing like one of the starters, kind of, or like picking and choosing what they're going to do. Very interesting. But this is really crazy, guys and girls, and just for a couple reasons. Number one, this is a specialty set. This isn't a regular series set. So these are going to be 20-pack Japanese booster boxes. These aren't going to be your normal 30-pack booster boxes. So they're the 7-card packs instead of the 5-card packs. And they're also including a brand new item that they have not done in Japan. These are going to be 35-pack deluxe packs. So these, I guess, would be similar to Magic the Gathering collector booster packs, I guess, in a sense. These are going to cost 1,450 yen, which is the equivalent of $10 USD. And that is the MSRP. That is not going to be what's charged, because Japanese product is just up the wazoo right now with price. It's just so hard to predict, and just being oversold with tariffs and taxes and this and that, and you just don't know anymore. There's just a lot to go in and out on that, but we do have our 2 different pack arts. So we got the regular 7-card packs here that are going to be in the 20-pack booster boxes, and then we also have the 35-card packs. Now, these are going to be sold individually, but we don't know yet if they're going to sell these by the case or anything like that. But these are going to just be real fat booster packs with 35 cards in them. That's a lot of cards in one booster pack. I'm actually worried about the quality control of those. Honestly, that's a lot of cards in one single booster pack. So these are probably going to be made probably a little bit different than the same material. I don't think they'd be the same material as a regular booster pack, but time will tell. Now, they're going back to the horizontal hollow pattern that we saw in the black and white era last time. So I really like the throwback here, going with the horizontal lines on the holographs. It's just going to look really, really clean. We do have a 3-pack binder, or a 3-slot binder collection here that's going to come with 6 booster packs, 3 of black, 3 of white, and then also this Victini illustration here. And this thing looks awesome. I absolutely love the artwork on this. Fantastic artwork with the sunrise or the sunset in the background there. It more looks like a sunrise, I think. But then also, let's go ahead and take a look at the schedule, and then I'll drop into what I think is going to happen here in the English set as it's coming out. So June 6th is the release for Black Bolt and White Flare. We have Mega Brave and Mega Symphonia in August, the 1st of August. And then September 5th, we have the pre-constructed decks coming with Mega Gengar and Mega Diancie. And then October is when we're going to see that Inferno X, potentially Mega Charizard, or maybe Level X Pokemon. We don't know yet. I do think they might go to Level X Pokemon since we're seeing Megas, and maybe they're going back to some other different types of Pokemon that we've had in the past going into the 30th anniversary. So I don't think this is set in stone yet that it's going to be a Mega Charizard set. It is highly likely, but you just never know. I haven't seen anything set in stone. If you've seen something, just put it down in the comments and drop me a link so I can see that. But what I think is going to happen here, okay, for our English release in July. Now, again, this is a specialty set. We're not going to get booster boxes. We're going to get ETBs, 3-pack sticker collections, 6-pack bundles, things like that. We are not, and other various collection items. Now, they have not been announced yet. English version of this has not been officially announced yet either. So when we get the press release for the English set, we'll know a little bit more when it comes to that. But again, going back to this number and comparing this to Paldean Fates, okay, you had just over 150 of all of the cards, baby shinies, full art shinies, illustration rares, and special illustration rares, and you have even more than that if you take all of the illustration rares and special illustration rares, just 156 total between all of these Pokemon here, not including full arts if we get full art trainers, or if we even get like gold energies or gold items or anything like that, if they decide to throw those in the set as well, which they typically put at least one in the set, so I'm assuming those are going to be in here as well. I really do think to make this good in an English set, they're not going to change the products up. They're not going to give us guaranteed pull rates in English. It's just never going to happen. I think the gambling laws or something like that might prevent it from happening. If you have more information on that, definitely share, because as far as I'm concerned, I think it has something to do with that, why they don't put the exact ratios and give you exact pull rate data on the boxes, or the reason why it's kind of like not exactly the same all the time. So if we're going to do that, I have a feeling since we get 2 regular reverse holos and a holo slot in every single English booster pack, I think what we're going to see, since there is no more A-Spec trainers, I think that first slot for the special cards in the back, those 3 slots, I think one is going to be an illustration rare slot, and it would make sense. So yes, you can get one in every single pack, but that doesn't mean opening up 156 packs is going to get you every card, because obviously you can get duplicates. They could also open this up where you can potentially get a pack with 2 illustration rares and a special illustration rare. There's so many ways for them to go with this. But if they don't do that, if they do not do that in English, and the supply issue is not fixed, this could literally break the Pokemon TCG community. It really, really can. It can get really bad really fast with this many cards in the set. This is more cards than Prismatic Evolutions, potentially more special illustration rares than Prismatic Evolutions. We don't know how many special illustration rares there are going to be yet, which, by the way, this Superior just looks insane. This thing looks so good. Artwork on this is beautiful by Ryota, and I just think that they have the potential to really mess things up if they don't change some kind of pull rate. If they go back to what we had for Prismatic Evolutions, this is going to be so bad and just such a bad opening experience. Will it get prices down for this set? Probably, but that doesn't mean it's going to change all the other sets and make Pokemon go to 0. It's probably not going to happen. But I do think that they need to do something and implement something to make the pull rates better than what we normally have with so many cards in this set and so many beautiful artworks. I think they are going to do something like that. Don't hold me to it. Obviously, this is just speculation, but I don't know. I just don't think that 156 cards is feasible if there's no kind of guarantee in every booster pack, or no kind of guarantee for pull rates when it comes to English. I'm just going to interject this into the video because I just thought about this as I was editing. They could also make the illustration rare pull rate the same as the reverse holo Pokeballs from Prismatic Evolutions. That would also solve the problem as well. Japanese, them doing this specialty pack, this extra deluxe pack, I think is kind of a telltale sign that they got to do something to be able to get you more of those cards specifically. In English, who knows? Maybe we see another kind of product that guarantees them, but we've never had that before. We have never, ever had that before in English that guarantees you something of a specific rarity type. So it'll be very interesting to see if they implement like that something in English, but I do think they can implement the guaranteed type of card, because right now you're guaranteed 2 reverse holos and a holo. They can just put that card in that slot and just guarantee it that way. That's the best way for them to change it without actually changing the pull rate data or changing the ratios or changing anything else. I think that's the way that they can stay the truest to what they've been doing and not have to change when we go back to Mega Symphonia and sets like that. So that's going to be it for me today. Let me know what you think is going to happen with this set release. Are they going to change the pull rates? Are they going to leave us high and dry? Are you excited about Generation 5 and Pokemon 156? Let me know down in the comments. I'm very interested to hear what everybody has to say, because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people on this side side and a lot of people on this side. So I'll see you guys on the next video or the next live, and hope you have a fantastic rest of your day.